So here we are on a lovely September morning, and we are at that's right, the airport. Look at that. Actually, not many planes are there. There's a couple way over there somewhere. Hold on. There they are. There's our planes. But we're just getting ready to do a couple of flights over to Boston, and then we have an interview in Boston we're going to do, and then we have another shoot in New York. And so just we'll talk about what we're carrying with us today. We're going to move light and fast. So I don't have as many things with me as I have in the past. Is that my plane? That might be my plane. But you can kind of see it. I have, there we go, the teeny tiny tripod. I also checked my other small tripod, a couple lights, and some power batteries and whatnot. Otherwise, we have the laptop bag and the Ogio bag, and we'll talk about what we're carrying with us and how it's gonna. Oh, there's our plane right there. See? There it is. Kind of see it. Anyway, it's always fun. All right, here we are in the Arizona. Got one more leg till we hit up Boston. And it was like an hour flight, and I got to do a little work on some After Effects stuff that I haven't been able to touch for a while because of other things. So that was kind of fun to have a little bit of forced time to sit and do nothing. So once we find our gate, we'll have some space and show you what we're traveling with. But you can definitely feel like it's hot here. It's nice and Arizona weather-y. And yeah, looking kind of nice today. Got the tie. Oops, sorry. Being Sunday, you know. Show some respect for the day. So there we go. Okay, everybody. So we made it to our gate. There's the plane again. Woohoo! But so we'll just show you what we're traveling with today. Again, still trying to travel light. Not crazy setups for these interviews. So we have two interviews. Like I said, one in Boston, one in New York. I don't really know what it entails yet. I don't know the location. I don't know the style. All I know is the client told me they're pretty simple, run and gun, so don't stress over it. So I just kind of brought as much as I could without going crazy to be covered with it for any situation I could think of. So we'll start with the camera bag. So when I got this Ogio bag, my wife bought it for me for my birthday years ago, and I thought, man, that bag's so huge. How am I going to fit everything in it? I'm going to have room forever. And now it's not big enough half the time. So the client also said this could be a simple like DSLR type shoot. So I was planning on just bringing the GH4, and then he said 2 cameras, so I was going to bring the GH3 as well. And then those ended up actually going on a different shoot in Las Vegas. So I got called for another thing at the same time. So instead we went with bringing the RED, the Scarlet, with the Canon mount, so that just travels with me in here. And I've carried my huge, big Canon zoom in here before. It's not fun to do. But then we have the Canon the 24 to 70 zoom right here. And then for our B camera, for 2 cameras, you thought I was going to say GH2, didn't you? Haha, guess what? Nope. We're going with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera this time. And so that's either going to be my wide or my tight. I don't know what yet because I don't know until I get there. And then for a lens for this guy, because my super nice Lumix lenses went with the other 2 cameras, ended up borrowing from my buddy his Panasonic 20 Pancake 20. It's not really a pancake. Let's see. Sorry. I guess it could be considered a pancake once you take off the variable ND. His 20, 1.720. So this is a super fast lens. Looks really, really nice. And we have a variable ND in front, so we can use that aperture, get some good shallow depth of field. And between this lens and the Blackmagic Pocket camera, we have a really nice setup that's going to look really nice for interviews and whatnot. So I'll put this away real quick. So I have the GH2 though, just for a backup / my camera in case I wanted to take some street shots or something like that. How often you get out to New York when you're back west like me. So I also have some stuff to shoot. You know, if I want to shoot some stuff for you guys and the iPhone's dead, I don't know. So GH2, just as a tried and tested backup to hang out with us. So we have 3 cameras in this bag today. We are running the Tascam 4-channel audio recorder for my sound, with my mini shotgun as a ambient and or booming if I need to. I also have the Zoom H1 for backup. Redundant systems, people always have redundant systems because you hate to get out there and find out, oh, I forgot something's broken, doesn't work anymore. We also have 2 lav kits, the Sennheiser lav kits. Here's one that's not in a case, you know, just your classic Sennheiser wireless lavs. And I went back to Performance Audio in Salt Lake and got all the bits and pieces that I was missing. Some of those kits were, some of the cables were old and bad on mine. I have 3 of those. For the RED, again, we're running the small HD monitor. I'm not going to pull it out. The DP4 is right here. There's no EVF on it. I'm just going to plug it right in with the magic arm. So minimal setup on the RED. I do have a bunch of my RED volts with me, so I can run the camera off the RED volts. The problem with the RED volts is that you can't run power to the monitor from the RED volts, because I'd have to run the LP6s or whatever they are, the Canon batteries, which I don't have a Canon camera anymore. I've got a bunch of batteries for that, but I sold the charger. I only have 1 working charger. We have 2 RED mags for the RED, which should give me about an hour a piece of interview time. If I need to, I can drop the RED code down so that it's a little bit longer, the compression. And then for the Blackmagic, we've got a couple of, here they are, the Extreme Pros. So I'll get about an hour each on these with ProRes, and 16 doesn't really do much. So we're about even on record time for the RED and the Blackmagic, about an hour each. I also have, so that's the camera bag. And sticks-wise, I've got these mini tiny sticks that Matt's let me use with his lens, which is awesome because it's perfect for the the Blackmagic because it's so tiny. I've also checked my smaller Manfrotto sticks in my check bag. I'll show you that bag in a second when I get there. And then my personal bag has kind of DIT stuff. There's a different project. There's my shaker cup. Oh, so in case my luggage gets lost, I did grab a big battery for the RED just so that I'd be ready to go if I needed to, because I could run everything off that. For some weird reason, if my luggage got lost, couldn't have all the batteries for the Blackmagic are in this bag as the GH2. Card reader for the RED, laptop to do DIT stuff, to dump RED, to dump Blackmagic, and then a couple of hard drives to put them on to back stuff up. So that's it. Mobile studio in a bag. 3 cameras set up, 2 tripods. We'll grab our lights and stuff, but that's what we're traveling with today, and we'll see how it looks like. I brought a couple LED panels. Should be exciting. So we're just waiting to board. It's always so nerve-wracking that they're going to try and take your bag away at the gate because the overhead bins are too full. And we're loading zone 4, so the bins might be full. We'll see. They can take my camera bag from my cold dead hands. Okay, we just landed in Boston. Nice airport. It's nice and open. I don't think I've ever been here before. But it's about 8 o'clock. And I'm gonna go find the check bags. I'm tired. I feel like it's only 6 according to my brain, but I feel like it's 10. It's stupid how much it takes it out of you sitting on a plane. But I got some more work done on the lappy top. Now we're gonna go get our bags, get a taxi, go up to the client, and find out what our call time is tomorrow. Exciting stuff. Ta-da! Okay, here we are. So we are in the hotel room. Super nice, actually. Not super nice, but very nice. I'm always keen to have a nice, clean hotel room. We're gonna go down to the lobby right now, meet the clients, find out what's going on tomorrow. And I'm just a little bit worried that I have a lot of stuff, because I don't know if we're taking cars or taxis or what's tomorrow exactly, but you bring what you can and figure out what to do as you go along when you don't have a lot of info. So down to the lobby we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Boston Common. Got a few miles in. Now it's time to head back to the hotel, get a shower in, and my runkeeper's talking to me. If I can find my way back, we'll it's a little side alley that goes back towards the hotel from Boston Common. It's kind of cool. I like this right here. Cool bookshelves down the alleyway. It's kind of cool. All right. Okay, we're about 45 minutes before we have to meet the client downstairs. And what we're doing now, take my headphones out. Always check your systems, because you never know when you get there and find out that, oh my gosh, I didn't throw the extra bag of batteries in like I thought I did yesterday or 2 days ago when I packed up. So I have a few minutes. I want to go downstairs and find out. I think I have 9 now that I've taken one out for the H1 to replace its batteries. And I don't feel super comfortable with that, because if we end up where we're going and I can't have power to something for some reason, the Tascam takes 4, and then each set of mic packs takes 4, so there's 2 of each. So I can't even quite make a full set. I guess I could make one full set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I only have 7. So yeah, I wouldn't mind getting another set of batteries, because the ones in the Tascam aren't fresh. I do have power AC for everything, and then I could just run the batteries to the mic packs. The mic packs will last pretty much all day on one set, as long as they're fresh in the morning. But anyway, always remember to check your stuff whenever you can. Give yourself time. You know, don't find yourself all stuck because you haven't been able to check all your systems, especially after you travel, and make sure nothing's been damaged. So just made sure all the pieces of the red were here, Blackmagic, all my batteries are everything. So check looks good, besides just some batteries. And then we're gonna get over to the comedy club. So we're gonna shoot a bunch of interviews for this documentary that involves this comedian who just passed on, this kind of an influential guy. So we're gonna go check that out, see where we're going. Okay, crisis averted. Found the CSV down the street. Got some AA batteries. Now we're heading back to the hotel to meet the client, get all the bags, get everything ready. That's assuming I remember where to go now. I was running down the street, so I don't remember exactly where I was. But yeah, pretty cool. Nice day in Boston. I think I'm just down there. Okay, so setup's pretty simple. Basically, it's hold on, come on my phone. You can do it. It's basically just this one little LED panel for our talent, and I've got a piece of minus green. It's the violet, some O to match the tungsten, and some diffusion. Shooting our interviewee people, and they already had this light set up on stage for just this area, and it wasn't anything specific other than we'll just decide to use it because it's there. And then we threw up this one other LED over here. Come on, focus camera. Come on, you can do it. There we go. This guy for a little bit of cool shadow on the screen, / light up the sign that has the name of the club on it. And we've just been running. So I have Blackmagic as our wide, and the red as our tight. Been offloading as we go, rolling sound, and yeah, I had the Black Magic at a 1.7, just to kind of let the light in, but I think it's a little bit soft, so I want to stop down to 2.8, get a little more focus on there.
When 6-gun Gab gets here.
And that was just always true from the beginning.
That was true from the moment you came into town. The moment you came to town, I remember I fell off the train. I came in from Chicago. I started drinking
Different varieties of stuff, not just the same pattern. And did only Boston Comics play it next, or did they start to bring in?
Well,
Taking a train in years.
they want to do all this.
Exactly. Well, Schro has already said,
So we are really cranking on this train, which is awesome. We're going, I don't know exactly where we're coming into, where we left Boston, and yeah, had a little lunch on the train. So now we're just cruising on through, and I love all the trees. Being from the desert, you don't get as many trees when you travel. Pretty sweet. There's all our equipment.
You know, because
There's some water for us.
I bet it's
So gorgeous.
same as the.
Let's face it, he's gonna feed them all
we
off.
made.
Hello, fine people of the internet. So, here's our second hotel. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty classy. It's called the Hudson. It's downtown New York. Come on, focus. And I'm basically staying at IKEA. Just because it's one of these places that I'm thinking they restored the building or something. But you walk in, here it is. Got a whole bunch of these cool green doors everywhere. You walk in, you dump your bag right there, you hit the lights with your elbow, and bam, you're in the bedroom. I mean, that's what all hotels are like too, but there's a tiny TV. There's some cool lamps. There's a mirror. There's a desk. There's some shelves of stuff. And then the most important, of course, there's your bathroom. And that's about it, you know? And that's all really a hotel room is. It's just kind of a little bit smaller. But they did a really good job. I don't feel too crazy, too cramped, or like I'm staying in a hole. It's actually super nice. So anyway, made it all the way here on the train. Oh, here's my view from the window. It's kind of cool. So made it on the train. Here we are in the city. It's too late to go do anything. I'm exhausted. We're gonna just head to bed, wake up tomorrow morning, probably take a run at Central Park. Should be fun. And then my first interview's at 11. I don't know if we're going to another club or a guy's apartment. We have 2 interviews tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Today I ran the cards really high compression, so they wouldn't felt very fast, because we had those guys, they talked for potentially an hour each, and so we didn't know exactly when I had to swap over. I had to swap over a couple cards in the middle, left the tight camera rolling and the wide camera rolling, just so that it would overlap, and the audio will just roll forever because it's got a big card in it. But anyway, tomorrow should be about the same, using the laptop to dump footage. So I want to double check that that's all ready to go, all the cards. And yeah, so there you go. Kind of exciting. Crazy exciting hotel room, yes. But anyway, here we go. And my wife said I need to bring her cheesecake, so I got to figure out how to get some cheesecake home with a 16-hour day of travel tomorrow night. Catch you guys later. Okay, here we are on this rainy New York morning. Did not make it running this morning, sadly. I woke up and it looked like that. I did not have my rain running stuff on. But But we're off to our first location of the day, and needless to say, we have some cloud cover. So, lighting it we will be doing.
For the American history books.
Ah.
Because I thought he was going to be away initially, because he had all these bookings, and then he was going to go do a tour in, I think, Scandinavia or something. And then I didn't want to impose, and I didn't have a schedule, and I was stressed out and didn't know what I was doing with my life. But John was so generous and effortless. He saw all my anxieties about being an actor, and he was just going and doing his thing, which was a lot of traveling all the time. For like 2 days here, then he'd be home for a day. 3 days there. And he would laugh about it, and I would try to sort of schedule like
Okay, so here we are. So far, the last location of the day, and we are at a casting studio downtown to do some interviews. It's a really simple setup. Again, just 2 camera, LED with
Worldwide?
minus green or a violet and a diffusion. Just a straight up LED. There's no minus green on that. I wish I had some more minus green for it. We swapped out for the Blackmagic, the 14, just a little bit wider for this, because we're up against this wall as far as getting a wide goes. Tight's about the same. So here's our wide. So we're kind of utilizing, showing the piano on the wall and a little bit wider. And then the tights, just as always, a little bit of piano, blue wall. So pretty straightforward, but it's gonna look nice.
Most enjoyably bad movies ever made.
That makes sense. It's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie.
And yeah, the sun's being cooperative. We get a little bit of cloud cover. And as long as there's no direct sunlight, we'll be great for the next hour.
That's sparkle.
What?
Forward with great people. You'll be doing a ton of musical meetings that you never see again. All right, so the play opens.
yeah, it's a huge hit. You know, it started in Seattle.
Right.
Hairspray started in Seattle, it was a huge hit. And it was always coming to Broadway after Seattle, regardless.
Right.
But usually you get a bunch of notes of things that need to be fixed. They were a hit right from the beginning out there. And they still tinker with it. And then it opened in August, and it was a huge hit.
And how long did Harvey run it?
Harvey was in it, I don't know specifically, over a year, you know, because then the Tonys were the following June, and then he was still in it for a few more months. It might have been a year and a half of actually since opening up.
Okay, we're back in the cab again, making our way to the airport. Good old Muhammad's driving me, and we're gonna make it in time. So it's a good few days, and got all the interviews done. We needed to. Yeah, so the locations weren't anything too surprising. Just use the window light, use the couple lights that we had brought with us, and we'll come back out of the tunnel now. Yeah, supposed to be coming back again to do some more sometime to get some people we missed, but quite happy with the results that we got. And yeah, still some cloud cover. Off we go. I have a few hours for my plane ride. That plane's actually at 10, but you never know getting there. So, what time is it right now? 5 something? And we get all checked in, get my big bags out of the way, and off we go. Hey everybody. So it's 12:30 in the morning at the Washington airport, and some of my friendly passengers, fellow passengers, are asleep. I'm gonna go try and take a few winks myself so that I'm not wasted on the drive home tomorrow. But yeah, it's kind of the almost end of the journey. I gotta go to Chicago O'Hare, and from there fly back to Salt Lake. But just want to say hi, and this is one more step in the journey. And now it's time to try and close my eyes, get some sleep. Hey everybody, so we just landed in Chicago, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't really slept since 10 o'clock. Sorry, 7 o'clock yesterday morning, because I didn't really get any sleep at the airport. And then I guess my eyes were closed the entire time on that flight, but it was not very long and I didn't really sleep. So I'm pretty wasted. But I'm happy to only have this last little leg home. I'm gonna find something to pretend to be for breakfast and then go hop on the other flight home. But Chicago's kind of nice, sun feels good.